Yeah, considering like I have a one-step face funded live account, me to have safety in my own account and to do proper risk management, I have to really go slow on it. And your payout's a payout. You
A
deserve
payout's
that.
a
And
payout, straight up.
when it comes to the market, you eat what you kill. So
Ooh. One. And we are back again with another one-on-one Fortunes Funding payout. Ladies and gentlemen, you know the voice. Let me fix my hat. You know the vibes. My name is Sir Hans Felix, and this is my guy, Dennis, in the house. Big Dennis T in the house, baby. Out from Nairobi, Kenya, representing for East Africa one time for the one time. Man, you know how we come. You know how we coming, bro. How you feeling, Brody?
yeah, I'm feeling good. How about you?
I'm feeling great, bro. I'm feeling blessed. I survived a whole car accident yesterday, man, and you wouldn't even know if I didn't tell you. So, like, I just feel refreshed just to be alive and quite pissed that this is just how life could have just, finished for me, bro. So, for me to be here, this to be interviewing you and about to hear your story, that just makes me excited, man. So, we were just talking. I'm like, let's go ahead and start the show before it gets too juicy. And I was like, "Are you from Somalia?" And he was like, "Nah, bro. We from Kenya over here, man." And quite funny enough, though, I was just telling you, like, make no mistake. Sometimes, like, some of our family traits does mix and intermingle. And then you were just saying about how that is kind of true. So yeah, talk to us about your background and the importance of where you're from and all of that and how that ties into trading.
So I think it's proper for me to start by introducing myself. Yeah.
Yes. Your full
Uh,
name.
yeah. My name is Dennis Thuita. It's pronounced as Thuita.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So if I could like narrow it down, I'm based in Nairobi, Kenya. Yeah, I am a trader. That's what I do each and every day. When I wake up, I'm always thinking about trading. I do it as a profession too, because here in Nairobi, in Kenya, we have a trading investment company, something kind of like
Really?
a hedge fund, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a trading desk where we manage accounts for our clients, and I also work on my personal accounts. And also, I have a small community, a trading community where I'm teaching people how to trade, provide educational materials and whatnot. So I think that's a brief
Wow.
introduction of who I am. Yeah.
Okay, King. I like that. I like that. Because I've been having interviews with people from Nigeria and Kenya, and I've been wondering and asking, I'm like, hey, how old are you? Do you have students? Do you have a community? Do you trade with people, for people, things like that? Just so I can kind of get a hint on how you have been impacting other people and how, like, what's it like out there, because we all come from backgrounds and places where sometimes, man, the cost of living or the lack of knowledge of trading, you need the right people, the right teachers, the most genuine, energy to do that. So it's very refreshing to hear that. How long have you been actually trading and teaching?
I've been actively trading for like 2 years now. I think I can say that this is my second year. But don't underestimate the learning curve because the learning curve is way more steeper. It took me a while to go through the learning curve of trading because you just can't start trading and risking your money because trading involves its own risks. So I can say that I've been trading for like 2 years now actively. But the learning curve, I started learning when I was in campus. Actually, that's where I had my first trading community because back in campus, we had the exchange called FTX. I think you're familiar with it, the cryptocurrency FTX,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
they
I think I've heard something like that. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So FTX were one of our sponsors where we got money funding to hold events and where we could like gather a couple of students just to teach them how to trade, how to get started with cryptocurrency because FTX was before it failed. it was mainly focused on cryptocurrency. So that's how we started our first small community in campus. So after I left campus, I started my own small community where we teach and provide educational materials, share biases on how the markets are. But now this one is focused on forex indices and a little bit of cryptocurrency. Yeah.
Okay, very interesting. So, what
Yeah.
is the most popular forex pair that you guys trade, or you yourself? Who's your baby?
Okay. When it comes to currencies, I have a preference in UJ, Euro USD.
UJ. Oh yeah, I know UJ been giving us headaches these past couple of weeks. These
Yeah, it has just been ranging, and the Japanese index has been all over the market. So
yeah, bro.
I've been
These
trying
long,
to,
nasty wicks, man. This is one single wick just dipped right down into several days and previous weeks of lows. You just don't anticipate it. Did
yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
do you remember 4 weeks ago the market opened with a huge gap, 120? Yo, I hope he wasn't in those trades, bro.
No, 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 no. I usually avoid trading on Mondays, so just it's kind of like missed me. So yeah, I wasn't in the market at the moment.
Okay, okay, okay. And then there
Yeah,
was another time it happened in core CPI, or I think it was like on a random Friday, something like that happened too. But it's been crazy, man. It's been way too crazy with you, Jay. How do you how do you maintain your emotions when the market does something very unexpected?
could you come again?
When the market does something very unexpected, how do you maintain your emotions?
My emotions, or are you asking about my emotions?
Yeah.
Yes. So I usually try, because my strategy is basically price action. So I usually wait for the market to give me like an indication of what it wants to do before I could dive into the markets.
Mm-hmm.
And I usually avoid trading news where there's FOMC, CPIs, data releases on jobs. And also when Powell is speaking, I usually avoid getting to the market because the
Close the
markets
laptop.
are too much.
As soon as Jerome,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
As soon
yeah,
as Jerome starts speaking, you just have to be
just
out of the
walk away.
market. Yeah.
Trading done for the day.
Yeah, you just have to close your laptop and just call it quits for until the markets simmer down and everything gets back to normal price action and trending.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah, today I was looking at Forex Factory. I was like, does that say Jerome Powell speaking at 4:30? Yeah. Let me close my
Yeah,
trades, boy.
I definitely saw that too.
Uh-huh. I'm like at 4:30. Okay. Yeah, I'm glad I saw that. Absolutely, man.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
so telling people how much your payout was.
So when I look at my payouts from fortune fundings alone,
Hmm.
it's about of a gross of about $500 because
Okay.
considering like I have a one step face funded live account. The
Mm.
leverage is usually a bit lower. So
Yes.
for me
Yeah.
to have safety in my own account and to do proper risk management, I have to really go slow on it. And so far, so good. I can't even complain because a payout's a payout.
I love that. A payout is a payout. Let them know, bro. Say that one more time.
A payout's a payout. You
A
deserve
payout's
that.
a
And,
payout. Straight up.
when it comes to the market, you eat what you kill. So
Ooh.
a
I like
payout's a
that,
payout.
bro. I like that. I love that energy, bro. I love that type of energy. So, wow. Oh, I guess you were right. I guess you were right, man. 2 years don't mean nothing when it comes
Yeah.
down to wisdom and applied knowledge. I love that. I love that. I love that. All right. So, what pairs had helped you to actually get a payout? Is it still UJ?
I usually have a preference with indices
Oh,
because
okay. You're a US
yeah,
30 man, or are you a NASDAQ kind of?
Uh,
Gentlemen.
I do Nasdaq, I do Dow Jones, I do gold sometimes. And
Okay.
then if the markets are not moving how I'm expecting them to move, that's when I usually switch into to currencies. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
as my backups. But
Mm-hmm.
my preference are usually on the indices. Yeah, because
Okay.
that is where I started. Like when I started when I got into forex, bridging from cryptocurrencies, I first landed on indices, and that's where I really sharpened my skills in trading. So
Mm.
my preference usually be on indices, and when the markets are not really acting according to how I expect them to do, I usually move to the currencies. Yeah,
Interesting. So
yeah.
what has indices help you discover as a trader?
Uh, Indices. Okay. From my own experience with indices, you really have to be careful. If you have traded gold, you know the story.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you have to be really careful with indices. At the same time, it's high risk, but it's high reward at the same time.
high reward, high reward. That's true. I
High reward.
know. I definitely know that for a fact. High reward, high risk. If you're not
Yes. So
you're not ready to jump on that high risk, high reward boat, go find another boat.
yeah. So with that mentality, I'm usually really careful when I'm approaching indices. So I have to be sure about my move. So when you look at the past few days to maybe a week,
Mm-hmm.
the indices have not really been on a constant trend because
Yeah.
you can be observing the dollar index, it's moving up, and the indices are just constant, just ranging, just
Yeah.
moving from one supply zone and to another demand zone, just ranging, consolidating generally. So I usually jump into the indices when I have a trend, well, I'm sure about what the market's supposed to do.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
so I think that has helped me to do proper risk management and to take the high setup trades only.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that, and very well, eloquently said. So, what is a high quality setup to you, my brother?
Uh, uh, a high quality setup to me, first of all, it has to start with patience. You have to wait for it. You have to wait for the
Let
market
me
to
grab my notes.
hold up.
Yeah, let me grab my notes. You about to
Yeah,
teach me something.
yeah, you can learn something from me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Where my notes at, man? It's my series 34. Put some notes. You guys should be doing the same thing too if you're watching right now. Okay, so we can always learn from each other, from one another. So talk to me, man. Let me take some notes today from the wise brother Dennis.
So for you to get a high quality setup, I think it has to start from being patient. You have to wait for it.
Mm-hmm.
So you can set alerts on the trading view chart on your charts. You already done your technical analysis on the charts. You have the zones and the levels that you're waiting for the market to reach. And
Mm-hmm.
well, when it gets to your supply or demand zone, that's when you really have to act or jump into the market.
So how did you figure out that the setup is a high quality setup? How did you figure that out?
Uh, from my own experience, because I'm talking from my own experience here, the market usually kind of like repeat itself. That's why we have patterns, That's why we have market patterns
Mm-hmm.
because it's
Mm-hmm.
something that you can identify and it's kind of like repeating itself. So
Repeated behavior. Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
repeated behavior, right? Exactly. So there are two things you can do on the market. You either buy or sell. So yeah, true. So in order to make a profit. So when you are in your patient mode, when you're waiting for the markets to do or act according to your bias, you're waiting for it maybe to reach a a demand zone or a supply zone, a supply zone so that you can sell out, or a demand zone so that you can, start buying. So those are the levels that you have to keep watching or set alerts on, so that when the market reaches that level, you're ready to act on it.
Yes. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about, bro. I got to give you your props
Yo, thanks.
because, you
I really
know,
appreciate it.
oh, yeah, when you are interviewing another trader, it's not
Yeah,
that I don't know. In fact, I love high quality setup conversations. I got to test and see if we align, or maybe if I can learn something from you. Maybe I might not be able to learn something, or maybe it's a repeated statement, but that's a statement nonetheless that even if I'm not learning, somebody who's watching right now is definitely learning. All
yeah,
right.
definitely. Yeah,
So big shout out to you, respect. And just like you, I love me the definition of what makes a high quality setup. One, you said patience. Very
yeah,
well. Secondly, you have to document the repetitiveness of a selective behavior. Okay, every time price makes it to the supply zone, oh, it fails to break yesterday's highs. Oh, every time it does that, okay, price breaks structure in London and it sells off for 7 hours. Okay,
yeah,
I take notes. That's a high quality setup because I see that it keeps doing the same thing over and over and over. And every time I do apply that setup and I get in, I know where to put my stop loss. I know exactly how to anticipate the take profit. I know how many pips is going to be selling off for or buying to for how many hours. All this, it's like layers of check marks of what makes something desirable. If we didn't want to say high quality setup, it's like a very desirable um, profitable setup. So for
yeah.
you who's watching right now and you're like, man, I always wanted somebody to explain this. You're welcome. Tell my man Dennis, look, man, tell him to send you a couple of dollars or something like that from their payouts.
Yeah,
Yo, good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Yeah,
yeah.
man. So how long did it take for you to document certain setups for you to figure out that, oh wow, price keeps doing this over and over?
How long did it take for me to understand those
Yes.
ones? So,
Yeah, to find your rhythm, to understand your setups.
I think that connects to my trading strategy.
That's true. Very
Yeah.
true.
So, if I could I really like to simplify my trading.
Mm-hmm.
Trading should be simple. It is
Very.
simple. It's not easy, but it should be simple.
Yes.
So, I usually avoid using a lot of indicators, darting up my chart and everything. I just want to see what price is doing. When I'm
Right.
looking at a chart, I want to see what price is doing and where it want to go.
Mm-hmm.
So when it comes to indicators, the farthest I could go is maybe an ADX, an RSI, a Fibonacci, maybe sometimes.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And having taught myself almost everything from scratch, I have picked up a couple of useful trading nuggets from the best traders and my mentors. So also the experience that I have gotten from live trading accounts, it has played a very big role in my success. Just gaining that experience.
That
You see
exposure.
you see this pattern, and then you refer it from somewhere you saw it, and then okay, you expect to see the same happen live right now in the market. So when you see it, you say, okay, so this is a common pattern. This is a common, pattern. This is what the market does when it reaches certain level. You know, I think that live experience, trading the accounts, it has really played a big role in me identifying such patterns and structures in the market chart.
I absolutely agree, bro.
Yeah,
Absolutely agree. And so without exposure, without putting skin in the game, you cannot figure out whether you have a high quality setup or if you know a high quality setup. Somebody could tell you
yeah,
that it's a high quality setup, but until you experience it for yourself, you're never going to know how
yeah,
you align with that setup.
yeah, that's true.
Very important, bro. Another checkpoint for you, sir.
Yeah, I hope they be taking notes. Yeah,
Yeah, I hope they take it. I hope you taking notes. All right. So now let me ask you another question. How has it been like on the funded side, right? On the simulated side to be trading 5, 6 figure capital that you never had in your life? Every trader started with small capital, like $100, $200, $50, $20, and now you are playing in the big leagues. How did your mindset have to shift?
Um, I think first of all, I had to gather the experience and the courage, to face the markets because when I was starting out, just like any other trader, I was making some losses. Yeah, I was making losses, and I never took them against myself. I really had to sharpen and understand what works and what doesn't work. So psychologically, what I can say is a trading account, whether it's a small account or a big account, the same skills and the same discipline, the same strategy that you start with from a small account, especially the discipline, is what's going to propel you to the same success on a bigger account. So if you're good at risk management on a small account, it will be still easy for you to do the same risk management on a bigger account. The only thing that's changing is the number of digits, the zeros or something, the number of digits on the account. But if you have the same discipline on a small account, you can still apply the same discipline on a bigger account and you'll be successful at it. So if I could touch more on psychology, psychology is something we as traders, we have to encounter. Uh, my thoughts on it are we cannot completely eliminate it, the problem that we face psychologically, because it involves humans' emotion, fear, greed. We can only manage it. We cannot completely eradicate it. You know why? Because there is money on the line, yo. There's
Yes,
money on the line. So you cannot completely eliminate your fear and greed emotions as a human.
that's so true. That is so true.
So it actually works both ways. So if you're taking a loss, it will affect you psychologically. If you taking constant wins, it will make you overconfident, and you become greedy at the end of it all. So I think the discipline that you cultivate from a small account is the same discipline that you have to cultivate on a bigger account, and it's the same success that you will have from a small account to a bigger account. Yeah.
Wow. I think the crowd, the audience is just blown away by your wisdom right now, man. It's amazing, man. It's amazing. All right. Only a Nairobi Kenyan would give you this type of wisdom. Oh. I know of you guys, we are cut from the same cloth.
Yeah,
And so,
sure.
like, would you say, and I'm sensing this, would you say trading also has a spiritual side to it?
A spiritual side to it. Yeah. Yeah. Because you have to okay, when I started trading, there's something that I kind of like developed over time.
Mm-hmm.
I started doing more meditation and being in the moment
Yeah.
because because sometimes you take losses and it affects you psychologically and you have to turn up. Tomorrow you have to turn up. You have to go back to trading. You have to trade the markets. You have to go back to the charts. So what will you do today? Because today you're psychologically, wrecked. What you have to do is seek your inner self, seek your inner self, try to meditate. It has taught me how to meditate, be in the moment, not be pushed or be emotional or be swayed, moody. Just avoid being moody. At the same time, focus on yourself, find your inner self, and it really goes a long way in your trading psychology and in your trading journey.
That's a fact, bro. Sometimes I find myself after I've traded and had a big win or maybe a big loss. Oh, I'll be needing to take a nap so bad. or or I have to like go work out because you have to find a way to purge that energy to be
Yeah,
renewed, to be renewed. and just to be ready for the next battle. And sometimes if you're not ready, you can feel it. You might find yourself staying in bed a little longer or starting your routine a little late just so that you don't face the monster.
Yeah.
Just so that you don't face this challenge where you feel like, oh man, it's Monday. Oh, my mindset is not ready yet. I feel like if you're coming back from a loss from the previous week, you kind of feel like the next trade has to work, or you feel like you're already a loser walking into this arena when you've already had a loss that stained your record, you know? So how do you
Yeah.
come back from a losing week or something like that? How do you, I mean, I know you just said you meditate, but what do you tell yourself to prep and get back on that horse? What do you tell yourself?
Um, I first have to like recollect myself, you know, that's where I have to start. First, I have to accept that I have made a loss, and I have to dissect that, you know, I have to understand why am I emotional about the loss? Did I over leverage? Did I risk too much? You know, I have to kind of like break down the problem so that I can find the solution, because most of the time the solution is actually within the problem.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
So yeah,
Wow. Wow.
so you have to like take this one. Okay, why am I moody? Okay, I start breaking it down because I've done this and that. Maybe I've not followed one of my trading rules. Maybe I've traded out of session. Maybe I have over leveraged. Maybe I've risked too much, which I'm not comfortable with losing. You know, that's the first step for me to start you know, the recovery from maybe a drawdown or a bad week. You know, so after that, I have to like look for the confidence again. You know, I have to look at my charts again, you know, try to, you know, look for the best setups, you know, look at the market structures again, trying to find if I could have done better, you know, gotten a better
Mm.
entry, gotten a better entry. Did I use a market order? Did I use should I have used a limit order instead? You know, trying to like break down what the problem is, because so that I can find so that I can avoid making the same mistake next time. Sometimes if that doesn't work, I usually step away from the markets. I tell myself, okay, for this week I'll try to avoid, you know, going back to the markets, because I'm not psychologically I'm not in check. So probably if I have some money on me, I'll just go have some fun, you know, let go of everything that happened, you know, forget about the markets for a minute, so that when I come back to the charts, I'm really fresh and you know, I have the courage to face the markets again. So I think those two works for me, you know, trying to break down the problem to find the solution within, and trying to avoid the same mistakes next time. Or if not, if that doesn't work, I'll take a break from the markets. I just walk away from the markets, not look at any charts, you know, have fun, try to, you know, find myself again, so that when I come back to the markets, I'm really confident to face them.
Brother, man, give me a dap right here, man.
Yeah. Okay.
That was amazing, bro. At the end of this interview, I will just go ahead and say right now that you are a professional.
Yep.
And I don't say that to too many people. All
Oh,
right.
thanks. Really appreciate that.
Yes, sir. Because this is how you formulate an answer that wasn't scripted. All right. This is why I love these interviews, because I didn't prepare you for this.
Yeah.
You had to be prepared mentally to answer your own questions based on me asking you things about your journey. It's your journey, right? Can you imagine you asking a trader a question and they're like, well, red flag. But there's a universal language among traders where you know you can see truth. You can understand their passion. You can understand the answers that they found in the midst of their losses, their wins, their sleepless nights, their defeats, you know? Because people will pull up to these interview videos and they're looking for something. They might not know what it is, But what they will soon realize is it don't matter if you're in Nairobi, Kenya, if you're in Lagos, Nigeria, if you're in Pretoria or Dubai, wherever you are, we speak one language. It might be different ways and strategies or whatever, but we understand each other. And that's a beautiful thing, isn't it?
It is definitely, yeah.
You could be Chinese. If you caught a loss today, oh man, we taking the same naps.
Yeah, yeah. Funny
Like,
thing is, we as traders, we all meet in the same market, you know. We don't trade different markets. Whatever the chart is telling me the price is at this moment is the same as your chart, you know. So we all consolidate or meet at the same place. So it's facing the same markets, the same psychology and everything, you know. It's just one, yeah, nothing
we're all
different.
human after all. We're
Yeah,
all
true.
human after all, bro. And the thing is, too, we're trading different world currencies. So, in a way, we become more relatable because now we're intermingling with not just currencies, but with the psychology of humans all over the world. It's crazy.
Yeah, yeah, true. Because traders are the ones who move the markets, you know. They are the main participants in a market. So whether I'm trading with $500 or $1 million, it's gonna have an impact on the market because when other traders like join a short, if I'm a short seller and I just placed a $500 trade, and another short seller trader comes in and with $1 million worth of volume, you know, the market is going to react for the sellers. It doesn't matter if I put $500 or $1 million into it. If it's a short, it's a short. We all meet.
Yes.
Yeah, we as traders, we all meet at the same point, you know, and the market is going to react to how the traders are believing the market's supposed to go, you know. So yeah, I kind of like found a spiritual connection to life and trading because it's like yin yang.
Mm-hmm.
It's cause and effect. Uh, if you are selling, no matter what you do, if you pray or whatever, if you're selling, the market's selling. It's not gonna answer. It's not going to do. It's not going to do what you want it to do. So if you're on your knees praying, like I just got into buys, and the major market participants are sellers, bro, it's just going to go against
Just
you.
get up.
You have nothing else to do, you know. You can't do nothing
Dust
about it.
away your carpets. Your praying carpet. It's not gonna work.
Your prayers are not gonna work, you know. It's traders who are moving the market. So
Save your knees for another time. Oh man, yo, this is good. This is real good. Oh, I hope you guys are enjoying this just as much as we are. Wow, 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 wow. So, bro, what do you envision for Kenya as far as traders? Like, do you think in the near future is going to be more prop firm or simulated traders in the next generation of new traders? Or do you think it's going to be more so like algo based or how do you envision the future in trading?
so locally in Kenya, I think trading is really picking up at a quick pace.
Mm-hmm.
Uh More than ever right now, I've encountered a lot of traders, and we have a lot of profitable traders on the ground, like a lot. Yeah, I'm actually perplexed to like meet. Hey, hi, who are you? The person just introduced themselves, and they say they do trading, and they are really good at it. You know, surprisingly, you know, I never thought like we have a big trading community in Kenya, but we do. We really do have. Yeah, so it's really picking up. You know, I have mentors who are really big in trading, like they have made more than $1 million, you know, in the markets. So when it comes to the future of trading, I think it's going to be a little bit of mix. You know, algorithm trading has not really, you know, picked up at the same pace where technology is at.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, right now we have people who do manual trading. I haven't found uh, an algorithmic trading that works perfectly without any human intervention. So I think for the meantime, we're just going to continue doing manual trading until we get something that's, close to perfect. People in trading, people trade to make money, not to lose money. So uh, we'll find ourselves like believing or investing in a technology or an algorithm that is way more profitable. But in the meantime, I think we're going to continue doing more of manual trading. Yeah.
Yes, I agree. I agree. Especially with the statement that you said about, there's never been an EA or an algo that doesn't require human intervention. You're
Yeah,
right.
true.
Even myself, I got some algos and some, EAs that I use. And sometimes I have to be like, all right, man, sit back. Let me show you how to do an EA. Like, come on, robot. You're not doing. Why did you take us
You're
up?
not doing it
It's
right.
like,
Let me show you.
yeah, let me step in, man. Let me step in and show you how to do it, young buck.
Yeah.
So and it's like as a manual trader, it really takes a lot of trust for you to build trust with the product and this, the software that you're using. And you try to dissociate some of the bad trading habits you have and you try to perfect the product.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, the product still needs you, you know? So, but I feel like obviously it is good to have a foundation to use the knowledge to automate a lot of things. So, which tells me like how you envision your future right now is to be managing very large amounts of capital, huh?
Yeah, true. Yeah. That's always been my goal. Yeah.
And so, do you think the simulated environment has helped tremendously versus maybe 3 to 4 years ago, where like most people were just trading with their last?
Yeah, I think it has helped a lot because you only have to spare or spend a less amount to get a simulated account. And then if you're really good at your skills, you're definitely going to get funded and you're going to reap something good out of it. So yeah, I think it has really revolutionized the trading at the moment because you don't really have to have a lot of capital. You just have to have enough to purchase an account, and you can go into the markets and test your skills. And if you're really good at it, it's going to pay you.
I like that, bro. Woo! What an interview, man. I feel like I need to meet you in person, bro.
Yeah,
This is
definitely.
something we gotta do. Fortune's Funding has to travel everywhere next year to meet our traders in person. I keep saying this in these interviews because I want it to happen, and we're gonna have to plan for it because there's
Yeah,
too
sure,
many
definitely.
great, wise traders that are literally a part of our firm, one way or the other. It's just we can't just stop here virtually, man. We have to break bread in person, man. How much are you looking forward to a day like that?
Can you come again,
How much are
please?
you looking forward to see us in person and really like trade in person and discuss ideas and things like that and work and collab, man?
Yeah, I've been anticipating for that because uh, most of my, most of my encouragement, most of my mentorship, uh, as I had said earlier, I learned trading from scratch by myself. So what I used to do is just go online, YouTube, ask for my colleagues, my fellow traders, hey, do you have some materials like I could go through? I did it all by myself, like every bit of it. Before I even encountered like-minded people like me, who are also doing trading, I really had to get it from the ground by myself.
Mm-hmm.
So I've always looked up to meeting, the big mentors, the big players, in the markets who, unfortunately or fortunately, they're not usually based locally where we are. So it's something, it will be really great for me to meet some of my biggest mentors. People have been just watching on YouTube, just seeing the interview, just listening to their advices. it really do good and really take me a long way, just meeting them in person, just even listening to what they have to say, talking to them, listening to their own stories too, their own experiences in the trading. And yeah, I think that's my view on it. I really like to meet you guys and also my mentors, in person. Does a lot
Absolutely.
to
Yeah,
me as a
I
person.
think that's what we should do next year, man. So
Yeah,
I'm looking
definitely.
forward to meet you and everybody else who I've had a chance to connect with. It's just been beautiful. It's been one heck of an experience. We motivate each other, encourage each other, learn from each other. It's about
Yeah,
time we really link up. And ever since COVID, like ever since March 2020, it's been more of a need to travel back out again.
yeah,
Because
true.
and especially as traders, bro, we do so much of our time in front of the charts. It's our socializing happens on Telegram, Discord, or Instagram or
Your
Facebook group.
communities
Yeah,
or
and,
Discord.
and
Yeah,
Zoom, and Zoom, right? Shout out to Zoom. So I think it's time we start to really like take it back into the in-person vibes. I think that's
yeah,
gonna really revolutionize things and make things a lot more genuine than just, oh yeah, it's about the high quality luxury cars, this and that, and the yachts. I mean, of course, we do that too, but just meeting in person and just really exchanging a moment, I think that's the most important thing.
yeah. True, true. I read somewhere like recently, uh, and what I read was any person you meet, you definitely have something you can learn from them, no matter like their status in life, you can definitely learn something from them. Even just seeing, just going and seeing, the outside world, seeing your fellow traders, how they live, how they think, it will definitely affect you or uh, motivate you in some way to, do better, go bigger, Yeah.
I definitely am so happy that you said that. And bro, it's such a pleasure. It's such a pleasure. Now, before we finish this interview, let me just go ahead and say this. What would you say to yourself in retrospect to where you are now versus where you are going? What advice would you give your future self, and what advice would you give your old version of self?
Uh, when it comes to my older version of myself, I tell myself to keep going, there's some point where on along my trading journey, I felt like, this thing is hard, I'm just losing and everything. But looking back to where I am at right now, I have no regrets of whatsoever. I have no regrets.
Hmm.
So what I tell my younger self is just keep going, keep going. Actually, if I had more consistency in what I was doing back then, I think I would have been at a better place right now. So just keep going, keep going. My future self is, yeah, don't stop. Rome wasn't built in a day. Be patient with yourself. Grow your portfolios day by day, and taking trading can be the hardest job, but at the same time, it is very rewarding. Back then, I was watching a clip by Q Banks. I know you're familiar with Q Banks, and he was saying that trading when you're starting out, it can be like the hardest thing ever. Trading's not easy. So, but in the long run, it's giving you skills that you can use for life. It can pay you for life. I've seen people like getting paid for life just by trading, but you have to have that courage, and motivate yourself and keep that consistency going until you reach where you aim, because the sky's the limit. You can go beyond your own potentials, and then you know keep moving. Don't stop. Keep refining a strategy. Market conditions change from time to time. We have different seasons in the market. You'll take trades at some point, but just keep moving, and in the long run, it's going to pay you out. Then keep calm and just keep trading. Just trade, 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 trade. Don't let fear stop you. Don't let anything stop you. Just trade.
Wow. Woo! How do you feel right now, bro?
Ecstatic. Feel good, yo.
You feel like, wow, you've come full circle into this very moment.
Yeah, definitely.
It feels real it's just as real as it gets. So,
Yeah.
man, I feel so rich with this interview we just had just now. And if you guys are watching thus far, I think we can all agree that this brother right here deserves his payout. And you know what else you deserve, man? On behalf of Fortune's Funding, we are going to give you a prize 25K giveaway
Whoa,
just
whoa.
for being a part of our family and having been such a steward to your journey, man. We wish we could give you more, but today we just gonna give you that one that little 25K. You know what I'm saying? Free of charge, bro. Signed,
Yo,
sealed.
thanks. Yeah.
You're
Really
welcome.
appreciate that. Yeah, thanks.
No problem, man. And thank you guys for watching so much, brother Dennis. Take it back to your people, your village, your community, your folks, people who support you. Make sure they watch this video. They realize that you ain't playing no games, man. And you are an inspiration wherever you go. So thank you guys so much. Sir Hans Felix signing out. Brother Dennis, thank you so much, man. I'll see you next time. Definitely. Let's lock in on the charts. All right, bro?
Okay, thanks. Bye. Cheers.